Guess who's back? Back again. I'm going to give credit to Nallop for bringing my attention to this. I'd been waiting for a GW price hike for a while so I could point at it and go, see, I told you. And here we are at the see, I told you, and I'll make another one when it's officially made, but they sent out an email. And the email stinks of FOMO, and it made me think of several different things. So let me lay the groundwork here for you. A company does not send an email out unless they know, one, that whatever they're going to do is going to cause them trouble. Two, they're in trouble because of some kind of sales slump or mismanagement or bad investment. Or three, they want to bump up sales in terms of something, well, let's just say like a CEO wants a big bonus or something to that matter. So those are a couple really basic ones, and a couple of them are somewhat familiar, but I started thinking, wow, that's interesting. They're sending emails out now before officially announcing it and giving you a date and kind of giving you the whole, well, who knows? Maybe one of the products you buy will go up, and then kind of give you some vague numbers. And I went, well, didn't they just have kind of a problem lately? Are they afraid that they might see a downturn of people buying the product after they increase the price? Did Saturnine fail literally that hard? I'd say yeah, considering I can still find it fairly easily on store shelves in my local area, and most of my local stores just stopped selling the freaking Games Workshop a while ago. I have a video talking about them getting screwed over by the company. And the thing is, at the end of the day, there's a lot of reasons this could be, but it really comes down to it's a FOMO thing to try to get you, especially if you're a somewhat regular customer, to put money down now so that then when they have a issue, when they pump up the price and they might lose a certain margin of buyers, let's say they lose 1 to 4%, exactly the type of raise they're talking about for some items, which they don't tell you what items. And they're going, okay, well, let's make that up by sending this out to some of the big buyers and have them make up for that loss. Is it because Games Workshop is experiencing a bit of a sales issue when it came to Saturnine because they misunderstood the audience of that entirely? Maybe it's because people are starting to get really sick of Games Workshop actively squeezing out all of the uniqueness from it and trying to turn the Space Marines into Marvel superhero stormtroopers, which is really weird. Maybe it's just all of the above. Maybe it's because Saturnine didn't perform as well. Maybe it's because they're worried about the prices going up again might see another downturn in buyers and mean that they have to rely more on whales. And maybe they just want that sales spike for a little bit of bragging to the investors. Who knows the ultimate reason? It might also just be a way to spook people into making rash purchases that they don't need to. Which, by the way, I advise, don't buy any of these products. I mean, I hate to be that guy. As a person who's done Warhammer for a long time, I have not bought anything from them in a while. And I think the company would do much better if fewer people were purchasing their product right now, to force them to have to actually consider the customer. But you're going to make your own choices. I just can't advise it. It's at a price range for a material that makes absolutely no sense for it to be at this price range. Like, we're talking buying the entire He-Man Grayskull castle for some of these box prices. And you get a whole lot more. Go get the Target re-release of Snake Mountain or whatever. My point being is that the quality is not going up. the amount you're getting in the product is not increasing, and they are using this as a way to continue to pump the price up until the exact breaking point, and that's where they're going to have the price at. Instead of people going, hey, look, this is ridiculous. I'm just not going to buy from you for 6 months to a year. See how that goes for you and get enough people to do it so it actually has some minor effect. Admittedly, this is a company that no matter what you do will resist anything the customer wants. But one more proof do people need that there are other things to invest this money in. Like, just about anything you could put this money into. You could put it into getting some new tires. You could put it into a little bit of a savings for a vacation. There's a whole bunch you could do with it. But ultimately, I do understand you're going to have to make your own choices. I just cannot, with the prices as they are now and with what they will be afterward, suggest people purchase it. I don't feel that it is a good, reliable investment of your money. You are effectively purchasing a product that, especially if you're buying the Kodak's, good lord, which have shelf lives. The reason people got so irritated about the Space Marine thing with the Primaris is that effectively you spend so much money on a thing, and sure, not all people are going to keep the first duders they purchased, but that's what new players are for, or people who are really concerned about particular aesthetics. It was the idea that, yeah, I might have bought my guys those years ago, but I can still come down, put them on the table, and play them with people. And now that's being wiped away because as time goes on, they'll bring this to the Primaris and they'll start wiping away units and going, oh, they're in Legends, don't worry, you'll be able to play your guys that aren't even that old. Looks straight and lovingly at Stormcast people. And the thing is, it's just, look, these price hikes are going to come every year. They're going to come with the same thing, muling things and points that they always do. Boo-hoo, prices are up. Boo-hoo, rent is up. All of these things are expensive. Pay us more money for something non-essential. That's the argument is. The argument is for you to pay them more money. And that will always be the argument, no matter what the circumstances are. Things could get cheaper, and they will increase their price because they'll be like, well, people have more money. Things can get harder. They'll increase their price because things are more expensive. They are never going to not charge you what is not profitable for them. Let's get that realistic, or get that down. The price of these models that they charge their own customers is still more than they have invested per kit in their production. They make profit even at drastically lower prices. The problem is they don't make as much profit. And this is a company that is going to strangle and chuck out the window every bit of this setting and continue to boil it down and boil it down. And they're going to keep asking you, the customer, to pay for it. So I'm going to just be that guy. I'm going to make this I'm going to advocate right now. Stop buying their products for a year. Just a year. And see how things go. See how you feel at the end of that year. Because this is ridiculous. And this is going to become the norm. And if this gives them a positive effect, which I'm sure it will with some of the impulse control of people, they're going to do this even sooner. It won't be a few months ahead. It'll be 6 months ahead. And they'll keep doing this until the prices going up is a negative and the customers start going down. But as long as the money keeps coming in, they're not going to change anything. They're going to keep asking for more. And I gotta say, guys, from a taking care of yourself standpoint, please stop purchasing this stuff for a little while. But that's just my opinion. That's how I see things. And quite honestly, the pain will continue. until morale improves, which it won't. But hey, guys, thanks for joining me, and wait till I do the next video for another price hike. That'll be fun. Bye-bye.